Yeah, it's your boy Fist in his house, bringing another great edition of Black Ops 2 for me to you, because that's what I do. Thanksgiving Day, wow, it was wonderful. Ground War Domination 9v9 using the AN-94. I had a great Thanksgiving. If you follow me on Twitter with the link below, it shows you all the stuff that I had. I mean, it was a huge Thanksgiving dinner. Pecan pie, potato pie, I don't know. It was just like sweet potato pie, I don't know. Had people playing over to come over and play the piano. And then we went out to see the bunch of movies. Twilight, I wanted to see Red Dawn. I didn't get a chance to see that. And just got home. I don't think I'm going to be playing any Black Ops tonight, but I'm going to be playing it tomorrow and the next day and all weekend. So I figured let me get some rest tonight. But I definitely wanted to go over... I think it was the night before Thanksgiving. This was the night before Thanksgiving yesterday. And I was leveling up to 55, and I didn't want to level past that anymore because in every other Call of Duty, you would remember that you'd always level up and you'd never get the chance to use like the last unlocked weapon. And it's always been the last unlocked weapon has always been the AK-47, the AN-94, whatever you want to call it. Just call it the AK. It looks like the AK. It is the AK. And and I had to tell you, I talked to Vaughn on Twitter, and I remember, I don't know if I said this in my last video, and I've always said this to you guys. They did a great job on Black Ops 2. It's the best Call of Duty that's ever been made, next to Call of Duty 4. If you're a true Call of Duty player and you've played all the Call of Duties, then you would learn to adjust to the game, and it is Call of Duty. I mean, I've seen these other videos out here, people crying on YouTube, and I'm going to address those videos. I will get to those and diagnose those and show you that these videos that the other people are making are just ludicrous, and they have no premise to them whatsoever. So, going back to the weapons. If you look at the skill of weapon from assault rifles all the way from the micro tower all the way to the end, which is the AN-94, I am going to do more videos later this week. I did tons of gameplays. I got like 8 or 9 gameplays of 70+ gameplays and a couple of 60s and 50s, and I got another perfect game. And this game works the way it's supposed to work. You know, you look at this game, and I like that. Like I said in my previous video, if you didn't listen to what I was saying, if you talk to Vaughn on Twitter in the past, you know, a lot of people bitch at him, but this is the very first time in any other Call of Duty, going back to my point about the later unlocks in the game, is this. You know, I told Vaughn, I said, how come when you prestige and you go through certain points and you get to the last weapons and they're horrible, like they're just completely trash, like why make us go through all this and get the stuff unlocked and then the gun's garbage? So then I look at these weapons, like the last 2 unlocks, I think were the last 3 unlocks. I mean, the second to last, or third one is a Scar, and mainly I was focusing on the Scar and the AN-94. And I'm going to talk about the Scar in the next couple videos. To me, the Scar is one of the best weapons in the game, and I'm going to discuss the loadout of the Scar and how to use it, as well as this video. I'm gonna discuss. I have plenty of other videos of the AN-94 and discuss this weapon as well as we go along in this video. But I wanted to talk about, you know, how developers like Dan Bunning, and Dan Bunning is the director of multiplayer, and David Vonderhaar is the, you know, he's probably like the director, the producer. He's the guy that holds the keys to the game. And he took a lot of people's advice. I mean, he took the advice of, you know, Black Ops 1, they didn't have snipers, and people were like, well, you know, why does it matter? You know, they rarely go positive, so why does it matter, you know? I mean, I came to the conclusion that I can deal with them. You know, I dislike snipers in this game, and they kill you really fast. They ADS really fast, you know, comparative to weapons that shoot up the hip. But, you know, it's just part of the game, and I deal with it. Because the trade-offs are this. I mean, I would probably bitch a lot harder, but the trade-offs is that Vaughn has listened to everybody. He's listened to pro players, you know, implement it in the map design. He's listened to myself, specifically. I mean, he's tried to put in everything I've ever asked to put into the game. Even though he don't like respond to everybody on Twitter, as you know, he's a busy person, but he does listen to you. And he finally made the last couple of unlock assault rifles noteworthy. He made all the final SMGs noteworthy. Now, I don't think he did that with the shotguns or the LMGs and the snipers. I mean, it's a little different story. But most of this game is focused on SMGs and assault player gameplay based on the number of choices that you have from those classes. So that's why they're in the game. You know, that's why there's more focus on those weapons than any other weapon. Now, with the AN-94, the AK, whatever you want to call it, here's what I found that works the best for me. Now, this is very interesting. You're going to have to listen to this because this is how you make these weapons work at the end of the spectrum. I've tested these. Now, if you didn't know, the AN-94, the AK, the first 2 bullets have a higher multiplier of damage, then it drops off. So, in order to take advantage of that completely, what you want to do is switch to the bursting. The bursting is 2 bullets, 2 bullets, 2 bullets, and the first 2 bullets are the most powerful bullets. So you're not going to lose much with the silencer. Now, if you'll notice the iron sights on the AN-94, the AK, there's 2 sets of iron sights. There's the red iron sights, and then there's the white iron sights on top of the sights on the bottom of the barrel. Now, the white iron sights are for automatic. So if you're shooting, you range the white reticle on the bottom of the barrel to middle waist. If you're bursting, then you use the red reticle inside of the end reticle on the end of the barrel. So you have 2 little markers on the top. You shoot in between those for automatic. And you put that down further, and because the weapon kicks really high, and it goes high. So you want to start low with that, and it'll bring you up. And then with the center reticle in the middle, on the back sights, you use for bursting. Now, here's the thing that you're going to want to know. Depending on your assault rifle, how you set this up is like 3 times multiplier, 3 layers of consideration into designing your Pick-10 system to make the assault rifles work. One is lightweight, because the mobility tied in with using stock. That's a second multiplier. The third multiplier is the sensitivity. Because the sensitivity goes to 14, you have lightweight. That affects the mobility from left to right with the stock in it. So you have to take all that into consideration when developing this particular style of assault rifle, because it's going to be different from everybody's style. That's what's so unique about the end weapons. The fact that they have lightweight, selector, stock, and sensitivity. See, what they should have did is they should have had sensitivity saves for specific weapons in the game. Because, you know, you could go from a 7 sensitivity with lightweight and a stock, and all of a sudden you wind up in a kill streak and you're all over the place with the loadstar. So there is some sensitivity, there's huge sensitivity loadout sensitive issues that need to be saved, if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, that's on a higher level of gaming, but if you understand that, how I'm using the AK-47 or the AN-94 is I'm using it with burst fire. Sometimes I use it with the laser sight and the stock. Because the laser sight and the grip is the same thing. Laser sight is going to be off the hip. The stock is when you're ADSing from side to side, depending on the amount of sensitivity and if you're using lightweight. So you want a combination of those, and that's how amazing Black Ops 2 is in fine-tuning the assault weapons. It's not about like David Von Hart going on there and going, okay, look at the AN-94, it's getting so many kills, it's killing people. It's not. That's not the case. It's how people are using it in conjunction with sensitivity, the stock, and lightweight, which gives it a super huge advantage over other players, especially mid to range, long range SMG fights, because it's so much more powerful because it's an assault rifle. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. If you want to know more, until next time, it's your boy Fist. Keeping it real, and your COD players. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace. I'm out.